Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be talking about strings, in particular these strings, so stick around to find out more. I'll be giving lots of playing examples so you can hear these strings in different settings, and I'll explain what makes them unique and why you might want to consider trying them. They fit incredibly well in a mix, and I'm going to show you a funk example now. This is Dave Weckle's Watch Your Step. So these strings are G to B. The gauges are 135 at the B string to 50 at the G string. The reason these strings are a little thicker is that they are wrapped in nylon, and as you can see on the B string it's actually tapered so that you can still get the action, set the action where you want it. Now you don't really feel a difference in playing, except these strings are actually a little smoother, so they don't grab your fingers, which I quite like, particularly from the perspective of the right hand. And regarding the tension, these are perhaps slightly less than you're used to, but for me they seem pretty similar to a 40 to 125 set. I've also noticed it does depend on the bass you're using them on. I've got them, the black Labella Tapewounds, on a 4 string at the moment, and they feel a little bit lower tension, particularly when playing around here, but I do typically play here, so it doesn't bother me too much, but that's something worth noting. I'm now going to show you a demo of the black nylon tapewound strings by Labella, because these are probably the most different from these white style ones in their range. You're going to hear these on a jazz bass. Check out how they sound and let me know in the comments what you think of these versus the white style tapewound strings. Now, some of the notable features about these strings, which are pretty interesting, are actually waterproof because they've got this nylon wrap, and these are copper underneath, and then there's see-through kind of what they call white nylon over the top, which makes them very smooth, and you can still see the color of the copper through, which is pretty cool, right? In terms of the sound, Labella describes these as slightly more supple than their white nylon tapewound strings, but still with a growl, and I'd absolutely agree with that, in that they can be very elegant when playing solo or melodic passages. It's also worth noting when you're putting these on to not cut. If you're going to cut the strings, to not cut the nylon bit as it can unravel, and I'd recommend leaving some of this so it fits in the nut without putting strain on the string. And I personally got mine through the bridge. I'm not sure if you could go string through the body. I probably wouldn't, just so you don't, the nylon tends to not like angles. I've found I've been using these strings on and off for sort of 4 or 5 years. I used to use the heavier set, so 60, and that goes up to 135 as well. However, I've found over the last couple of years that I have a liking and a preference for the lighter sets, so these are 50 to 135. Overall, I really like these strings. I think there's something a little bit different, very interesting. They've still got loads of attack and are really fun to play. They're particularly nice, especially when it's hot in the summer, because if you sweat at all or anything, these strings are protected, so they don't go dead like a lot of other strings will go dead much faster. They are at a high price point, however, due to things that I've just explained, I think that's validated. Now here's an example of some nickel strings, fresh out the box, on a 5-string jazz bass. So ultimately, I think both strings sound fantastic, whether you go for a conventional nickel sound, which definitely is the industry standard, and I think really have a really nice crisp sound and very versatile. Or maybe you want to try out these tapewounds, there's something a little bit different. I think they feel nice to play, and I think they have their own kind of unique sound, but can still be very versatile. So let me know what you think, give the video a like, please share it to anybody you think might find this interesting, and I'll see you back here next time.